Okay, we're talking to Shebby Singh. Shebby, firstly, you posted an editorial piece on Fox Sports recently where you were scathing, particularly about the inclusion of Darren Lock in the Malaysia squad that went out in the group stages. Can you expand on that? What's your rationale behind the picking on particularly Darren?
No. First of all, I would like to clarify this. I did not pick on the individual. I picked on the basis of selection of the particular individual. So my question was to the teams, to the selection of the team, right? So let me answer that for part one, because there was a bit of an anxiety to get a certain player into the national team with a background which in all honesty is not the greatest. I mean, you play football for a team in a borough and you play in England. I mean, people have this misconception about English football. They watch the Premier League and they think in the tiers below it's the same. No, it's not the same. Mind you, with my experience, there are part-time clubs further down the league, especially when you come to the amateur leagues. So the basis of selection was there not a better younger player who can be groomed for the future, somebody local who has played in the Malaysian leagues, and then and give him a chance rather than fast tracking someone. Okay, so when you fast track someone, this player has got to be special. This player has to be special. But when I when I asked around during training, I asked people and I said, because we've never seen him play, there's not even a clip or anything that you can refer to, right? So so whatever reaction that I got, and then I saw this boy, this player, he's not a boy anymore, he's 25 years old, this player come on against Singapore. And I thought, I'm not sure he's ready for this AFF Suzuki Cup.
Let's examine though, but the particular game where you're particularly scathing, Myanmar.
Yes.
I've got the Opta stats here.
Yes.
And he was better than any touches that Safi Salih had. He was better than anything that Noor Shaul Idlan Talahar did when he played his full game. His statistics stand up on the official Opta stats against all of the other strikers in that squad.
So that's 20 minutes.
But you're criticising him on 20 minutes, Shebby.
Yes, I did not criticize him on 20 minutes. Oh, excuse me. I am not, I'm not your regular guy. 74 minutes against Cambodia.
And his stats were better than Noor Shaul's were against Myanmar.
Whether it's Noor Shaul, the question is not Noor Shaul here. The question is, there is one disgruntled football agent who is upset because his client, has been criticized. And he has suggested that why not criticize others? No, it doesn't work like that. Life doesn't work like that. You cannot say, that, oh, why not the others are criticized? When there is cause for criticism, when there's cause for thought, this player was supposed to be special. That was the impression given because of the hush-hush way, because of the way that, 3 weeks of training, it doesn't, why you rush a player, who has not even played in this region? Do not disrespect this region, do not disrespect Malaysian football. If you come here, you prove yourself first, then everybody has a chance to play for the national team.
Okay. If we're talking open mind,
yes,
Darren Lock is eligible to play for Malaysia. Darren Lock and the Junior Elstalls and the Brendan Gans are added value, and yet you've actually shown him, you've picked on him as an example.
No, because this was a player who did not even experience local football. You have mentioned Brendan Gunn. You've mentioned Junior Elstalls and whoever else you can think of.
Shay Rashid has
played. Were they fast tracked like this player?
No.
No.
Give you that.
Can you say that to the camera? They were not fast tracked like this player. So when you fast track a player, he's got to be special.
He was statistically as good as the other Malaysia players in that squad, according to the official Opta stats.
Yeah, and how many of those Malaysian players in that squad have been plying their trade in Malaysia.
They're the best available, Shebs.
No, the question is, you are arguing for a disgruntled agent and trying to justify a player's selection, whereas I'm telling you there will be hundreds of young players who will be disappointed because they'll go like, oh, will we ever get a chance? Because you bring somebody in and he's not much better than us. He's not much better than us. So this is the dream that you are killing, you know, because people will know that, oh, and you must understand, you know, football it's a very, very, I would say, emotionally fragile. You know, footballers are very emotionally fragile. Something can throw them off their form. You know, it's like well-trained athletes that, you know, have to be, you know, attuned to. So what are the messages that you're giving out? So when you give out more negative messages, when you show that, you know, there is no real vision, you know, it all comes to this. And then you'll get, you know, one individual, you know, being unhappy because it happens to be his client. Hey, this is life, move on. You know what will happen?
This sounds personal between you and this disgruntled agent.
I don't want to get involved in that. I don't want to get involved in that. It's just that who hung the player out to dry? It wasn't me. Now,
you're the guy who slaughtered him on television.
No, I did not slaughter him on television. I slaughtered his selection on television. So you have to prove that you have, you know, you have that ability which we do not have in our country, and that is why your selection is justified. So it did not justify the selection. What will happen to the player is he will take this on board and it will motivate him. And I will wish him all the very best.
So I take it from that you're not withdrawing the critique you made about the selection and about his performance. Because you did talk about his performance.
Yes, we talked about the performance. But 6 months from today, if there is an improvement in his performance, I would be the first one who will be saying he's done well. You understand? I'm not like, you know, it's not like for the rest of his life or my life, it's going to be like that. It's never like that in football. You have to take the bitter and the sweet, you know, you have to move on. And in life, not only in football, in life, you have to do that. And that is why you look at Bastian Schweinsteiger, World Cup winner with Germany, the way he's been treated by Jose Mourinho, his own manager. What did he do? He put his head down, he worked very hard, and now he's part of the squad. He even came on. So this is football.
He also picked up a very healthy wage packet.
No, I mean, let's not go there, you know. Whatever somebody wants to pay you, you know, that's God's will, you know. So this is where I would say, you know, that footballers will, you know, will rebound, will show their true ability, and you know, everybody goes home happy. I
want to bring us back to the article that prompted this. Well, was prompted by a reaction to your Fox piece. Can you categorically say that there is no personal animosity between you and Scotty Ollerenshaw?
I have been friends with Scott for very, very long. I thought, you know, there was a turning point. I thought that day when I first met Scott Ollerenshaw, Scott actually was on trial with my team. He just arrived, he was on trial, and we had a friendly game, and Scott scored a hat-trick, you know. And he came up to me after the game and he shook my hand and he said, "Oh, it's so, you know, enjoyable to play with you. You make the, you know, game so easy because, you know, you are very vocal, you know, you communicate on the pitch and all that." And ever since then, we are friends. Well, it's not friends like we go out, you know, because his wife, you know, being a karate exponent, would kill him. Michelle's a nice girl. So we progress with life. We have worked together on TV shows, you know, where we've had our opinions, our thoughts we've shared and all that. So I must be very honest and say that, you know, there's a million people out there telling me, "Oh, you know, you must respond. Oh, you must defend yourself." I'm like, actually, what do I have to defend myself against? What? If somebody says, "Oh, you know, I played in Malaysia and, you know, I have no right to talk about the English Premier League." Hello, I've never been to Italy. Does that mean I cannot eat Italian food in Malaysia? So there are these little things which only Scott will know. And I want to leave it at that. I've got no animosity towards anyone here. Or you know, no, it's not me. It's not me. I've been doing this for 19 years, you know. Yes, there are people who like me today. Man United fans used to love me. They used to think I was a Man United fan, you know, a closet Man United fan. And today times have changed. The Liverpool fans who hated me like me now, because ever since Jurgen Klopp came in and I said Jurgen Klopp will bring this to the team, but this is life. We move on.